Hello everyone, I am the Elm Connoisseur and welcome to my thoughts on the 13th episode of the 6th season of My Little Pony Friendship is Magic, aka Stranger Than Fanfiction. I want to just quickly apologize for the not as smooth video quality. I can't really change that. Sometimes my computer likes to be this way, and I can't say stop. Let's just go right into the thoughts. I really did like this episode. I think it was a very good mid-season opener. Much better than Spice Up Your Life for mid-season finale. Comparing right now, I really like Do Princess's Dream of Magic Sheep. That was a great mid-season finale. It was action-packed and it was very good just story-wise. This was a good mid-season opener. It was very comedical and action-packed, and it had a good story, it had a good moral to it. Loved the facial expressions. All around was pretty good. There were a couple of moments that I didn't like in particular. It would be Rainbow Dash's selfishness, which we sort of have seen before, both at the beginning with Twilight and Rainbow Dash wanting Twilight to read while she was packing, and trying to get Daring Do to do something much less important than keep a relic to herself hidden. Introducing Quibblepants, a very, very interesting character, because, one, Quibblepants represents basically bronies, especially at the end of the credits when he was saying his idea of a fanfic. That was just a nod to the brony fandom, and it's basically representing fanfic writers, like, saying, I have a great idea of what could possibly be an actual story in MLP, possibly. And that was really funny. I laughed a lot. But when he's first introduced, he's introduced as someone who knows Daring Do's books a lot, especially the classic series. And the reason why is because it involves the brainiac side of Daring Do much more than the latter of the books, which involve a more, daring and brave and bold and risk-taking side of Daring Do. And this is where we have a split, and this is where we have an argument, because Quibblepants likes this brainiac side. Daring Do is more of a rash and at least recently action-y kind of a pony, and that's the side that Rainbow Dash likes. So that's our little split. But the moral is that you could like a character for different reasons, and it could be a form of healthy debate, and it could also be a form of agreement, because while you both think she's cool in different ways, you both think she's cool. And in this case, I'm going to say that I think that Rainbow Dash does like the brainiac side of Daring Do, but I don't think Quibblepants likes the brave side. So I think that Quibblepants is just a little, I wouldn't say blind, maybe ignorant, because you have to accept some of the bad with the good, and if you don't like Daring Do's risk-taking side, that's who she's in. That's her personality, and you gotta accept that. I think that in terms of intelligence regarding the Daring Do series, I think that Quibblepants knows more about the series than Rainbow Dash, only because Rainbow Dash was introduced to the books by Twilight. Quibblepants could have gotten into the books since the beginning, so I think that Quibblepants and Twilight might be on the same level of how much they know, because we saw that Quibblepants knew a lot more, or at least was able to help solve the puzzles more. Again, the brainiac side. Introducing the whole, the antagonist, Cavaleron. It was really interesting because of the fact that Quibblepants did not believe that they were actually Cavaleron. At the convention center, yeah, I understand that, although they did look really realistic because they were the real ones. I don't know how Quibblepants could have thought any other pony who cosplayed was as good as the actual thing, but it was just a little thing right there. The big problem that I had with the episode is Quibblepants not believing that he's actually in a dangerous situation. Sure was comedical because of the fact that he's saying, oh, you're just buying the experience, this is just the experience, I can just get away with this, I'm just going to walk away because I don't believe this. I think that Quibblepants should have realized from the second he was stuffed into a sack that this was not the experience. Because he complained later about safety. Yeah, I think that the actual experience would not have ponies being pretend pony nap. It was a little odd, but still funny. It was funny that he was in such denial, but it was also a little odd because he should have been. He should have realized that this was the real deal. In the end, of course, teamwork saves the day. They're all, Quibblepants suggests a way to escape, and they do it, and all's well that ends well. I wish that Daring Do would have actually stayed with him to the very end, but it was nice seeing Quibblepants and Rainbow Dash sort of making amends and actually being friends. And again, we're at the point now where I ask that question. where and when and how are we going to see Quibblepants again? Not just because of the fact that Quibblepants' voice act is voiced by a relatively famous person who's actually the voice of Remy in Ratatouille, if you know. I don't know the name, I'm sorry. But because of the fact that story-wise, right? What, are we going to just go to another convention? Is Daring Do going to have another adventure? How are we going to incorporate Quibblepants without it getting repetitive? That's the question that I'm going to leave you with. So as always, please share your thoughts below. Tell me what you liked, what you disliked. Tell me what you agree with what I said. I think that it was very interesting. This episode surely had a lot of interesting points. The animation was great. The facial expressions were great. And another thing is that at the very beginning of the episode, with Twilight saying that she had to go to a friendship summit, and Griffinstone with Celestia, that is a huge nod to Gilda actually reaching the Griffins there and helping them. Because now we have Celestia going there. Maybe she's going to give a speech or something. That's amazing news. Even if we don't see Gilda this season, that shows that Gilda's been doing things this entire time. I'm not using it as an excuse. I'm using it as a great way of just saying that Gilda has been doing things on the side, and it's been working. So as always, I'm the Old Connoisseur. I thank you for your time. I'm going to give this episode an 8 out of 10, and I'll just see you in the next video. Bye.